I found this fabric at Walmart for $2, so I bought it and decided I'd make a sweater. I've never made a sweater before, but it can't be that hard. Spoiler alert, it's easier for me to make a sweater than it is to give direction and tell you what I'm doing. So I started with 2 pieces of fabric folded over. I cut a rectangle out of it and then folded it in half again. I cut it diagonally and made little notches where I was going to attach the sleeves. I've never made sleeves before, but this method seemed to work pretty well. Use this little piece of material as a marker so that I would know how long I needed the sleeve to be. I cut it diagonally so it was wider at the point where it would connect to the sweater and smaller where it would go around my wrist. While editing, I realized my hair looks like a poop emoji. You can see at this point, after I finished cutting out the sleeve, I laid it down on the piece of material below it and then used that as a pattern for my other sleeve so that they could match. I sewed the 2 panels of material together, which resulted in pretty much a sweater vest. So, I mean, you could stop here and be done. You know, it's not hemmed or anything, but you could do it. I decided to have sleeves though, so I just pinned the 2 panels together while it's still turned inside out. That way all the seams would be on the inside. Halfway through making this, I decided I wanted to do more of a sweatshirt style instead of a sweater, so there's no buttons or anything. Unless you only have one arm, no offense if you do, I would suggest doing the same thing to the other side. So that's what I'm doing here, is just pinning the sleeve onto the other side so I can have 2 sleeves now. Then I cuffed the sleeves and sewed it down. Are my hands in it? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Then I did actually take it off and I cut it to the length that I wanted. So the sweater's still inside out and I have the collar rolled over and I'm going to do a rolled hem where I roll it once and then roll it once again so it gives it more of a clean line. On the bottom I just stitched a line of stitching through the bottom, but I didn't hem it. I liked the look of the raw edge on the bottom, but I don't really want that around my neck. Okay, I want to make the neckline a little bit more of a collar, so I already hemmed this and I'm going to flip it out onto the outside of the shirt and I'm going to sew it down. Alright, I finished my sweater and now it's just time to show it off.